afternoon, and I will be sharing my experience in playing Mobile Legends. I think there are three characteristics which are actually essential when playing Mobile Legends. And I noticed that first, it is good to be selfless. And by becoming more of a selfless person, I was not greedy when getting the buffs. I was letting marksman and mage on getting the buffs, rather me as a tank or fighter, and I rather prioritize on killing the minions. And I also noticed that when you are selfless in the game, you are not being died immediately because you are more conscious on what you are doing in the game. By becoming more conscious and not greedy for the kills and not greedy for the winning streak on playing Mobile Legends, you actually somehow create a more coordination throughout the game. And in real life situations, by becoming more selfless or less greedy of our actions, we let our teammates or group mates in general give them more opportunities for growth. And by giving them more growth, these teammates will also give back to us. And of course, when we are less greedy, they will also help us along the way. And I noticed that if I somehow help them, I will get the benefit of it. But then also remember that if you're gonna help someone, do not expect something in return. And just do the action of giving or just do the action of helping out as something that is more beneficial in the long run. It's always better to give something but then still not asking something for return. And second, I also noticed the intention of becoming more patient. So why patience? It's also related to the first point, but then by becoming more patient in the game, you don't trash talk your teammates. You don't let them know that you are irritated in playing the game with them. But then instead, if they are making some progress, small changes, or small contributing factors that would win the game, then rather than criticizing them, say instead some complimentary words. Say to them that you are actually doing great. It's better to always compliment and not say something rather than always complaining. Although for some points in the workplace, there are in real life situations, it's still okay to somehow complain because that is still a way to give more progress. But then complaints are much more given in long-term situations. But then for just a game like Mobile Legends, it's better to allow your teammates to just enjoy the game because game is just a game, and by just letting them play a new game and it's a new experience for them, then they wouldn't really feel frustrated in the game. And the thing about Mobile Legends, it's a way to relax yourself and not really as a way to irritate yourself. So I think trash talking in Mobile Legends is not recommended. Okay, so third is resilience. Resilience is also a good thing when playing Mobile Legends because even if I wanted to play mage, even if I wanted to play marksman, I rather pick tank because my teammates are not that good in tank, and if they are not feeling confident enough in playing tank, I rather be a representative. And it's better that if you're gonna play games and in teamworks in general, it's also better to compromise. And by compromising, you somehow gain more responsibility. Or for example, if you feel like you are more competent on becoming a leader, there will be instances that you will get more tasks or more deliverables, and that's okay. Never force your teammates to let them experience that they are not doing something. I also notice in group works that it is okay if if the whole team does not gain the equal responsibilities. I mean, we shouldn't always judge our teammates as if they are not doing something. We shouldn't assume that our teammates are freeloaders to some extent, especially if they are having emergency situations. Okay, so for the next 3 points, I will be explaining the 3 characteristics on why I feel uh 3 characteristics on what made me lose Mobile Legends. Okay, so first is I give some assumptions, or I somehow forecast a pessimistic situation. I noticed that in Mobile Legends, there are instances wherein I would think that I would not win already because we do not have the proper lineup. For example, in Mobile Legends, there were no tank, or maybe in Mobile Legends, there were two or there were three marksmen in one fight on our team. And then I will just assume as if we're not gonna win, we're gonna lose, ganyan. But then I noticed that even if the situation is we have a disadvantaged situation, we still need to give our effort and still become more optimistic. I think I also noticed during group works that even if you are already disadvantaged and other people have more resources than you can still somehow be optimistic at some point. Okay, so next is I also noticed that I have lack of awareness and I somehow do not notice the detail of something. In Mobile Legends, another trait that you can consider is map awareness, especially for support and tank roles. But then I noticed that I do not usually just go to the team fight. I was still clearing up lanes or killing minions, but then my teammates were already dying. So in that kind of situation, it's better that you are more aware and more empathetic of your teammates on what they are already experiencing. So in real life situations, it's good to follow up with your teammates on how they are doing and not just always accomplishing the task that is needed to be done on that group work. So to have more rapport with your teammates, it's good that you can still talk about personal situations that they experience and somehow become friends with your teammates. Yeah, I think you need to be more empathetic and more aware and more mindful of the situations. And third thing on the list is uh, prompt communication. I think I noticed that in Mobile Legends, we were not maximizing the voice calls rather than other teams. And I noticed that at the end of the day, we also need to be more initiative, especially in real life situations, that we should not wait for someone just to talk to us, but then, especially if you have the idea already, why not say it instead? I think the key competitive advantage that you can express throughout your classmates is becoming the first. And by becoming the first, you are also becoming more recognized, and if ever what you will say is not is something to be criticized, at least you somehow did your best and did the thing and still overcome your fears. Okay, so that's are my experiences when it comes to playing Mobile Legends. And I also would like to remind everyone that if you are also avid player of Mobile Legends, I highly recommend that play it in moderation and play it as more of a relaxing time, but not really as a game that would eat up your time. Yeah, playing games can somehow make you productive as long as you do not play it more longer. That would consume up your time in academics. Ayun. Bye-bye. Thank you.